Do you have achy, tired, painful shoulders? Then join me on the mat today and we will take a few minutes just applying some relaxation, some stretching and some breathing just to relax the shoulders down and make you feel better. Welcome to another Flexi Friday, where today I'm going to be stretching with you and we're going to be attending to tired shoulders. For those who work at an office desk and you're leant over your mouse, or if you spend a lot of time on your mobile phone, or you just suffer from quite tight, pulled, painful shoulders, I'm just going to spend a few minutes today and we're just going to sort these out. So I'm starting in a kneeling position. It's quite a wide kneeled stance, so almost like my toes are kissing together at the back and just saying hi to each other. I've got the shoulders back rather than them slumped forward. I'm just finding length in my spine, bringing the shoulder back, just allowing the head and the neck to be completely neutral with the rest of my body. So I'm not slumped forward and I'm not overextending backwards. Everything is in a lovely straight line, and that's where we're going to start today. So get yourself nice and comfortable. It may take a few breaths just to get used to the quads and the knees being in this position. So let's start by breathing, shall we? So with each breath, the shoulders rise and the shoulders fall. So we take the shoulders away from our ears because our ears get really warm from our shoulders throughout the day when we get a little bit stressed or anxious. So again, deep breaths. And roll the shoulders back and away from you. And here we're just going to take some big shoulder rolls. Big shoulder rolls. So we're rolling the shoulders backwards. Big rolls, like as far as you can, all extremes of this movement. So big range of motion. Deep breathing at the same time. And back forward again. So big rolls. Everything moving that's connected to the shoulders. Everything moving. Good. We'll place the hands onto the shoulders and draw circles with our elbows. That brings the shoulders back nicely. Nice shoulder mobility happening here. And reverse. Drawing circles with the elbows. Forward and breathe in. Good, well done. Excellent. And from here, we're now going to come into a seated position. So just send the legs around, little break dance there. And we're going to sit in a cross-legged position. Find length in the spine, length in the neck, just as though you're being hung up in a wardrobe by a hanger. So deep breaths. Shoulders down, hands behind you, and we'll take the shoulders back behind, more towards the midline of the body. The chest will now come out forward, so you be proud there. So just poke that chest out and breathe. And we'll take two more. And the last one. Now here, you should get to the stage where your shoulders are now starting to separate from your ears. And from this position, we are going to place our left leg just out in front of us. The right leg is going to come into this beautiful right angle position here. We'll send the left hand to the side just for some support. We're not going to collapse into it. We're going to keep that nice and sturdy, just a little bit like, you know, a leg of a tripod, which is keeping you up. And we'll take the right hand and place it down on the outside of that left leg. So we're not coming towards the foot because that's not going to get what we need. So we're going to come to the outside of that left leg, and you're going to feel this beautiful shoulder stretch, that almost like a parting of the back of the shoulders just as they gain air and oxygen and space, and breathe. We'll take 3 more in this position, so deep breaths. So allow that lovely space to appear. Yes, it's going to hurt. Yes, it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's going to be so cleansing. So let's do 2 more here, shall we? And last one. Well done. And we're now going to swap the legs over. So the right leg will come out in front. The left leg now will come into this lovely left angle here. Sitting up nice and tall. Again, right hand to the side, but we're not going to collapse into that right hand. We're going to make sure that it keeps us up nice and tall and sturdy. We'll take the left hand and come down to the outside of this right leg. Now, if you can only get down to like just past your knee, that's absolutely fine. Next time, see if you can come down to your calf. So come down as far as you possibly can, and again, that's going to open up in the left part of the side body, especially in the shoulders. And we're going to take some deep breaths, so about 4. Pulling the shoulder away from the ears. Good. So whatever your dominant hand is, so if like with your mouse or your computer or when you're writing, that's the shoulder. Ultimately, it's going to get a little bit locked. So 2 more breaths. And last one. Good, well done. Breathe it. And from here, we're now going to change position into a 4-point kneeling. So legs come round the back, and we'll come into this lovely 4-point kneeling position where our knees will directly go underneath our hips. Our shoulders will go directly over our hands here. And what we'll do is we'll send the knees as far apart as you possibly can. So for me, I'm just going to send them to the width of my mat because I know where I am then. Toes again kiss together at the back. We'll make sure that your bottom, the sit bones, are touching the heel as much as you possibly can. We'll place the hands out in front of us and back towards those heels, melting down to the floor as wide apart as you can. So again, I'm going to go as wide as the mat because that opens up the back body nicely, and melting down to the floor as far as you can. Elbows come down and breathe. If you'd like to, just place the forehead onto the mat. Again, that's opening up nicely the shoulder section, getting space and grace to breathe. Two more breaths. And last one. Good, we're going to remain here, just bring the hands inwards, elbows come either side of the head, hands come together, and we'll bring them over the nape of the neck. And again, this beautiful stretch that's happening in the shoulder section. Everything at rest. Easy breezy. And 2 more breaths. One more. Well done. Slowly bring the hands to the mat. Use them to lift that body up again. And we're going to remain in this position here where you've got this lovely open position with the knees. Toes are kissing together at the back. We'll place the hands slightly out in front of us. Again, like the shoulders will be on top of the hands here. And we're going to take the left hand, place it through the loop of the right hand, of the right arm, and place the shoulder to the floor. And you've got this beautiful stretch in the left shoulder. And send all oxygen, all concentration, all mindfulness into this moment now. Don't let this moment pass you by full of like to-do lists and what you should have done and haven't done. Just enjoy this moment. Perhaps make sure your neighbours aren't watching. Deep breaths. And we'll slowly lift up again. Use that right hand to bring you back up into this lovely all-full position, making sure the knees are still going to stay wide because that's just such a bonus stretch on the hips here. I'm now going to take my right hand and we're going to feed it through the left hand hole, just here, shoulder to the floor, making sure that you're breathing into those joints. Here we go. Deep breaths. Two more. That's good, well done. Again, use that left hand to bring you back up into this lovely 4-point kneeling position. And from here, we're now going to naturally come onto our back. So bring the knees back together again. Spin them around the body, laying flat on the back, and the legs out long. Now what we're going to do here is we're just going to place the hands where they lay on the floor. So whether you're here, not a problem. And what we're going to do, we're going to concentrate on just separating the shoulders away from the ears. So we're just going to bring them down the body just slightly, and we're now going to take a couple of minutes just to concentrate, breathe into the shoulders, bring them back and away from the ears. So back towards the mat, away from the ears. Perhaps pop a smile on your face that you are coming to the end of this stretch session. It's been quite a short one today. But if you just apply this bit of TLC to your shoulders, perhaps like once a day, one or every other day, you're going to notice a lovely difference in the way they feel. So again, couple more breaths. Letting the floor take your weight. Relax, breathe, take this time for you, we carry all of our stress in our shoulders. And this is the time just to let it all go. And one more. Now you can stay in this position if you want to, if you've got time. If not, we're slowly going to peel ourselves back off the floor. So we'll place our knees in this lovely 90-degree position and lift ourselves up into a seated, cross-legged position. Well done today. Hopefully this has brought release to your shoulders. Make sure that when you walk about during the day, just concentrate on bringing them down and back. You'll look a lot better for it and you'll look a lot more relaxed. So thank you for joining Flexi Friday. Love hanging out with you. And this is Tojo Fitness.